Oh, hello guys. I just thought I'd record something while I wait for my C3 test to come, which is at 1:15. Uh, just currently leveling up a character which I'm doing a playthrough with some friends, you know. Nice little gunzerker. I'll show you the weapons, you know. Always gotta show off the weapons. Nifwewe witu wewe ulile osas has messaged me. Okay, so let me show you what weapons I got anyway. The weapons I have are Stabbing Ogre, pretty good, pretty nice. Hunting Quad, and well, basically just bunch of purples, but Stabbing Ogre, which obviously I got from Tiny Tina's something Dragon Keep, which is pretty good, which is all good. But for those fans which might exist, which are wondering where I've been and why this series doesn't exist anymore, the question is that I've been just doing other shit really. I've just been revising, doing work, being more social. I actually went outside. I've been going to motives. I've been going to parties. I'm a party person. I go around there. I would take all the taps. I would drink everyone's K. If you don't know what K is, you're not a party person, are you? You obviously have no idea how to be a teenager, and you disgust me. I'm joking. Joking. I know there are people out there who do not like partying, which is fine. Absolutely fine. Oh, I forgot about this quest. But yeah. So, yeah, that's why I haven't been here. But because summer's coming up, because I'm going to have a lot of spare time, because Borderlands 2 is the greatest game ever made. Oh, yeah. I was just like, I'll start recording some more shit, you know? Why not? I mean, I can just idly sit by and play this game. I mean, I stopped recording and instead changed it to a podcast. So I would listen to a podcast while playing, which I still do occasionally. It's still very nice thing. It's the Sleepycast podcast, which it's very good, very succulent topics in it. I love how they just call each other pedophiles and don't even care. It's beautiful, but um, I just decided to record. I don't know. If you if you notice, I made some really random video recently, and I was just like, ah, Jesus, all this talking is distracting me. Shut the fuck up, Clapshot. No, but yeah, it just inspired me to make another video. It's probably not gonna have the thumbnail again because I have no idea where that's when. That was on my old computer. Um, so I'll probably just get a random picture online. You know, I might even put my own. Oh wait, I couldn't do that, could I? Oh, these guys are so low level. Oh god, this isn't gonna be. Why am I even here? What am I even gonna get from doing this? These guys are so. You know what? Screw it. Let's go for it. What's a really weird weapon I could use? Well, like a efficient weapon here. Oh, just. Is that level 19? No, I don't want that then. I'll just carry on using the assault rifle. Whoa, I'm so OP. Whoa! Oh! I'm fucking crazy, man. Whew. Whew. No, but if you're, let me give some advice to kiddies who are looking to take further maths or something. That is, if you're gonna take further maths, make sure you are ready for a big investment of your life, buddy, because you're gonna be like doing a lot of work, a lot of work, and if you what's it? If you don't fully understand maths that well, it's not for you. You can love maths, but if you don't do well at maths, doing further maths will just make you hate maths. I don't hate maths. I still love it. I feel like I've put in the work, and hopefully I'll get a higher grade. If I don't, whatever. I'm sure life will still have a course for me somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'll become trash guy. I'll be happy doing that though. Cause I don't know. I'll just be content with it. Why not? I mean, I started thinking about stuff and I was like, me personally, I feel like I could be pretty content with any job really. I mean, I don't mind with the whole what's it the higher up in power you are, the more depressed you are because you have more money type stuff. There's all that. There's all the hate that you get for being up there, which is based around jealousy, which is sad and annoying. Just, just money isn't a measure of happiness, really. In fact, the more money you have, in some ways, you could be less happy in my eyes. You like, if you just start making your life about earning money and not following a passion, you're just not gonna have a nice time in life. I mean, just no. I mean, quite famous mathematicians as well, I'm guessing also have the same type of idea because I know there was this one mathematician which solved one of the famous problems and they all had like £1 million reward for solving them, and one of them solved it and he just handed all that money straight back. He didn't want any of it. He didn't want none of it. He just said he's glad to still be doing maths with his life, I think. Cool. So, I don't know, maybe it's a very mathematical thought of thinking money isn't everything or something. Maybe, I don't know. Because I do believe there are two different types of minds which are... Well, like, I'm not saying people can't integrate. Yes, of course they can. Everyone should integrate with each other. It's, I think. But, what's it? Like there can be two kind of different types of minds, or probably more than two types. Yeah, there's more than two types, but two main types. It's very logical, kind of mathematical side, and then there's a very literature, very like how can you say? Very literature, very high-end type class where they can basically like drama performance, writing, entertainment, and all that type of stuff. You could be a mixture of the two. Of course, there's nothing wrong with being a mixture of the two. But those are two very common and defined mindsets in my eye. And I see it a lot in what's it called in my school, I think. I see a lot of literature people, I see a lot of mathematical people, and all in all, they are the same person. They are the same people, they are all just people. It's just how their mind works, really. It's just how their ideas work and all that. So, I could respect that. Like, this is also something where it's like, prime ministers, like, why is there one person to lead everything? One mind can't control everything. Well, I'm probably the idiot here. There's probably more people behind the prime minister, but I don't look too much into politics because I'm still not even really that old to vote. But having the idea of one mind controlling everything is really silly because every mind will have a good contribution no matter what they're from, and what they believe in. Even if they have very extreme views or something, you could still learn something from it. Not saying that you should then start to follow their views. No, I'm not saying everyone become terrorists. No, but I still believe there's something you can learn from them. So you could learn why they are extremists, what changed them, and then fix that in the community if it needs to be fixed. I mean, so if someone became a terrorist because they thought, what's it, the government was unfair on younger down people, or like younger people, investigate into it. See if they actually are. See um, if there is a prejudice against younger people, and then if there is, fix it, and then maybe he'll stop being an extremist. I don't know. It's like, it does sound like appeasement, but if they then start complaining that after you fix what they want, if they start complaining that about other stuff, I don't know, then they're the ones who are just silly. They just don't know what they want. They're just complaining for complaining's sake, and that's basically it. You always gotta let them have that chance, though. You always gotta listen. That's all I have to say. Half the time I feel like when I'm talking about stuff like this, that you could like take a part of it and then just take it to another part of what I said earlier, and then I'll sound like a hypocrite. It's probably true, but whatever. I mean, my morals are just. I mean, my morals aren't to kill anyone. My morals are just to be nice to your neighbor, really, I guess. No, I don't think fighting gets you fighting gets you that far. I don't believe. I believe everything should be tried talking out first. I think a lot can be done with peace and just constant peace instead of absolute fighting. I know that Hitler won due to that ideology of appeasement. However, I think it's because they just let it grow too far. If with that whole stuff, yeah, they could be nice, but they were nice so much that they did see the point where he was just getting overwhelming, and just still didn't do anything because they were so afraid of doing war. So how could I say? You should you should talk it out and do all that, but not be afraid of any of the consequences. That's one way of sorting that problem out, I guess. Because if you're afraid of any of the consequences, you're not really ready to deal with the problem, are you? I mean, you do need to take into account nearly everything that could happen. Tossio, I don't even know what quest I'm doing. I think I'm doing the main quest, which I don't want to be doing. But, whatever. Might as well. I mean, this is going to be a way for me to get just a quick amount of EXP for my character. Because we normally play on my other friend's world. So this guy doesn't have much progress on his own world. Oh, if you remember from my older videos, my other character is Creed the Psycho. I can't remember what I named him. I think I named him CJ. I believe. I'm not too sure. No, I want to change the quest. I've had enough. I've had enough here. Let's just go for home movies. It's recording. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Man. Let's talk about. I don't know. What could we talk about? I don't want to talk about politics because that just brings up a whole nother level of shit. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Let's talk about culture. If I had to say something, I would really like to embrace Mexican culture more. I think Mexican culture is it's just very positive and very, what's it? Very community-like, in a way. So how they would all work was, yes, they have the police and all that, and yeah, they're all good. Like, why am I even talking about police? What the fuck? What? No, basically what I'm trying to say is that if they, so take for example like someone like Pablo or something, like instead of being like such an evil guy that he hates everyone and all that, he gave his money back to the community in the end to low-ranking type things, like some sort of like Robin Hood kind of. Not like I told you, I'm actually gonna say that he's actually very smart, and if he managed to smuggle all those drugs across the border and escape prison and do all this whilst yeah, whilst all the police were still chasing him, he's a clever man and deserves his riches, really, because he's managed to outsmart the law. I mean, in the end, money should go to the people who are smartest in the world, and he was smart. And he put his money in the right places. He put his money in the community, and he put his money into people around him. Given some of his methods of doing things was unorthodox, they were very unorthodox. However, generally those people who were part of the unorthodox way, actually no, I can't say that it was justified. No, I can't say that any of that was justified. But how he spent his money and all that was pretty good, I would have to say. And yeah, killing's all bad, but he did do something right there. I feel like someone's gonna be like, he's justifying Pablo Escobar. I mean, I guess you could put it like that. I'm not saying that killing's good though. And I don't agree with his killing. But I don't know. I have some sort of like ideology for mafia, because I believe that mafia is actually very smart and clever, as most of the time mafia actually then gives back the money in the end. I know they're corrupt, I know, yeah. So honestly, if I looked into mafia more, and probably someone could present me with a counter argument very easily telling me why the mafia is terrible, and then I would no longer idolize them. But right now, I just think that if they gave back the money to the community, they got their money from people who were trying to abuse illegal things anyway. They they are smart in a way. They've managed to set up a whole thing, a whole system without the government, really. I mean, okay, here's a way of looking at it. I can't believe I segued this hard from Mexican culture into mafia. That sounds a bit racist. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I love every race. Oh, now I sound like Donald Trump. Whatever. I don't care. But what's it? Say that the people who go into law school and all that have to go through all these high levels of education to what's it called? What's it? Make these laws, make these big old laws that you have to get through. Well, to find a loophole in them, you have to also like, yeah. So to make the law, you have to make sure that there's not many loopholes and all that. And so the people who find the loopholes in them and are illegal and do all this legal stuff are actually very smart and very clever with all that. So quite a lot of organized crime is done by some of the biggest brains in our world, I think. I don't know if that's a frowned upon opinion or something, but I don't know. It sounds good. I don't think I'm gonna become a criminal though. It's not my type of thing. I think I would just be too kind and not have a step off a lip or whatever. Much prefer like just a nice humble life of doing a simple job or something. I don't know. Oh, Bloodwind's here. I did not know that. Oh, poor Bloodwind. Yeah, but for me, simple job. I don't know. Coding, just being a code monkey. I don't know. Something. But yeah, that's my stance on criminals for now, until I get presented a counter argument. Feel free to give me one if anyone wants to. I mean, I don't mind. If you believe you have a good enough counter argument, tell me. I think that's how minds expand, is that we all talk to each other about it, and instead of arguing constantly, like the government. But let's not get into that. Oh come, what the fuck? Come on! There we go. Oh, I lost my trail of thought because of that engineer. Yeah. One mind can't dictate everything. To do that is to just be stupid, really. You need other minds to give you other unbiased opinions. So, okay, so say, like, if you're stranded on an island and it's just you, say you had the idea to, I don't know, drink the infected water. There's no other opinion to stop you from thinking not to drink it, because you're the one just going, oh, I'm gonna drink the infected water, I'll drink the infected water. And that's just you keep saying, I'm gonna drink the infected water. No one else says a reason why not, so you do it. And then you either become hydrated or you either die. I mean, maybe if there was someone else there who was possibly a scientist or knew a lot about infected water, like Bear Grylls, you know? Bear Grylls in there? He could have informed you that that type of infected water actually had a higher chance of death instead of hydration, so you shouldn't drink it. And then you wouldn't drink it. But if he wasn't there to change your opinion would still be the least successful opinion. So, and you wouldn't know that, so you do need others to tell you stuff. Do listen to your parents, kiddos. I mean, yeah, especially when you're kids. Kids don't listen to their parents enough. Listen to your parents. Parents are very clever. They've been through life more than you. Probably about, how old are they? They're like probably around 30 years older than you. And you're saying that you know more than them half the time. I mean, yes, they are not devoid of being wrong, but as a kid, they're mostly 9% right. So, should not be rude. No, 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 no. That's just, bleh. Bleh. Oh wait, I just realized I can place the orbital beacon over here. Whoa! Give me that. So yeah, that was a lot of talking. My mouth is like, I don't know, when you talk a lot, your mouth starts to get foam in it. Well, like, not foam. Foam bubbles are coming out of my mouth. Who wants to take a bubble bath? Children, come to daddy. Jump into my mouth. I have a beautiful bubble bath prepared. But, yeah. Yeah, it starts to get stuffy or just stuff like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. Surely. Surely. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I hear you. I hear you talking to a computer screen like we're actually having a conversation. Yeah, we are. We are now. How you doing? What's your name? Yo, your name's David. Whoa. Hey, nice to meet you, man. Hope you're having a good day, you know? Okay? Because you're a beautiful boy. Your mum put a lot of effort into you. And she really wants you to do well, David, you know? So, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great, man. Hopefully David ain't a terrorist, though. Okay. Let's see a constructible thoughts. I want to see this boy go! I want to go! Oh, one. Baby! Oh! Well, you know, that was great. Surprise, surprise, he explodes. Woo! Look at that ragdoll. Woo! Oh. Goodbye. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so we have to do the... Okay, so now we have to go to the Co-Opportunity Center, which is just here. Bang, 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 bang. There you go. Easy clear. Easy peasy. That one is very squeezy. Okay, there we go. The fruits of my hard work. Like, that's a weird saying in Fruits of my labor. Fruits of my hard work. Wonder how that came along. I wonder how any saying came along. I mean, who would start saying stuff like that? Like, because you've been so like at a young age, you would start being taught like education and all that. This is how you're supposed to say things. If you're English, you need to structure your sentence like this. Who would then start going, "Hold your horses, madam," or yeah, like because you normally say, "Wait a second," or actually, yeah, that's true. So like, I believe I think it's the Chinese language. I don't want to sound racist here because they are people and I do respect their culture, but um, I think it's the Chinese language, which is it's very formal and literal. So like Pikachu in Chinese, I think, because I feel like if this is in Japanese, I'm gonna I'm, I'm, it is hard to tell the difference between Japanese and Chinese. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Oh god. Oh no. But yeah. So like in Chinese, Pikachu is just electric mouse, very direct. What's another case? I know there's another one, but I can't remember it. I don't even know. Just their language is very direct in the way they say things, which is very um, very formal, very clever, very high educational. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you think there's slang like there? Ooh, this is something new. There's slang in other languages. Never heard of it. I mean, I've heard of slang from different parts of England. So in Scotland, thanks to my Scotland relatives, they say, "Oh, what is it? Grand." They say grand a lot, and I like. I would never think to say grand if I was in London. That word would never appear to me, like, just never. But they were saying all the time, like, well, not all the time. That's an overstatement. But like, that was it. That was the word. So like, say, because I'm a Londoner, instead of saying grand, I would be like peng or that's buffting. Or that's a wench too far. The dead sting. Oh, where's my nuggets? That's some dense nuggets, fam. That's some dank nuggets. But so there must be slang in different languages, but I've never heard of it. Why don't they teach it in Spanish? That would be interesting. Really would be interesting. Okay, I think it's been a little amount of time, hasn't it? Let's see. Oh no, I'm leaking all my personal info. Oh god, how long has it been? How long? Is that it? Is that how long it's been? Oh my god, that's a long episode. Oh well, anyway, see you guys. Goodbye. Hopefully you enjoyed rambling.